And no Steve.
Sure.
Hey, trust everybody's had a chance to review the minutes. If there's no comments, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion. Accept the minutes.
First and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. No appeals. Well, let's move right down to Rob.
The only thing I've got is a couple hours ago I got a call from Spencer at Cooley's and said that Greenwood River station was completely down. Both pumps and their system was getting ready to go. Barns to truck, keep pumping and take for it, or it was going to come to me anyhow. So
Yeah.
Since Kate left, no. She had been calling every 6 months for Cooley's to clean the lift station, and a bunch of grease filled up with grease and might have burned up one pump, and the floats were all covered with grease, so they're completely down right now. They're working on getting pumps, but that brought me, and he said he wasn't aware of the situation and gave my number to the new park manager, and I said I would probably direct her to Steve because of the legal issues. I'm sorry? If you direct me to do something, I'll do it. Otherwise, I'd rather just contact you. And that brought up something to mind that I had asked Cooley's for a quote on putting a plug valve in where their line comes into our manhole. And I had asked them several times and they had never gotten with me. So I called again, and Jeff Willen from Cooley's is supposed to meet me tomorrow morning at that lift station. I'm not, asking for a decision now. I just want to get a quote, and then in a future meeting, I'd like you guys to discuss the legalities and, if you think it would be a good idea. My idea is to throttle their flow. As IDEM already said, they shouldn't be discharging 2 pumps to you during a big rain event when the lift station's flooded down the street. Why are we having to flood out even more? Because there's issues there. So I'm going to get the information and then I'll let you guys decide. But other than that, I don't have anything.
Okay.
Oh, the flow meter situation with moving the flow meter, they never, I'd asked permission to move the flow meter into the park. It's still not that is a very, very tricky place to meter. So, they've never, we can't just go in there and start digging. So, however we handle that, I don't know, but maybe a valve where we could just throttle it back, say, you count the turns and half of them's 50%, start there. And all it's going to do is, if anything, it's going to come out on the ground in the park. Well, it comes out on the ground on state line. Why am I having to fill out a report an overflow in the city when it's they're causing a part of the problem?
Yeah. Okay. Mark, do you have anything for us? Steve?
Been approached by the school to look at limited parking on Walnut Street in front of the school during school hours, limiting it to like 1 hour parking. They're starting. There's enough people parking on the street for the entire day, that it's getting cumbersome with the buses and people trying to get in and out. So if the board approves it, we'll prepare an amendment for the next council meeting to pass. There is technically a section of Walnut Street, and I don't have an understanding for this already, but it's from Cadwalder to West Division Street that's limited parking. I don't know why down there is limited parking, but that's weird to me. But
What's the limit on that parking?
it's just, that one's from 8 a.m. to 4. No parking.
No parking from 8 to 4.
Yeah, it's probably done at some point in time because of the bus patterns and
It was, but even that doesn't make sense. It was in 90, 98,
It's past the 99.
past the 99, but we're seeing such a huge flow of traffic, pick up and drop off, and people parking there, or buses are having
Yeah.
struggles getting through, and it's going to be a safety issue. So we're just trying to limit it as much as we can.
do you need to limit it to, I mean, you put it 1 hour on it, but you need, does it need to be limited to where even there's no parking at certain times? Or?
No,
I know
when we first thought of this and vetted it with Bill and Jacob, our SROs, they both thought 1 hour was
Okay.
appropriate. Because there are times where parents have to come in, they need to park right there, and those types of things. So
You're gonna put a 1 hour limit on it? I don't know that that's gonna fix your parking problem if there's a bunch of cars parked there for that 1 hour when the buses are coming through.
yeah,
That was what I was.
yeah, I agree with that statement. I don't know that it's going to be. It's the drop-off times from 8 to 8:15 is the worst timing, but we don't see a lot of people parking there during that time. It's that bus flow during the school day. We have buses in and out. The problem has become, it's not just during those pickup and drop-off times. That's why we suggested to 7:30 to 3:30, because we have buses leaving all the time. They just took a bus full of 7th graders on a trip, and just those things. So I can ask Bill what his opinion is on that as well, as far as if he thinks it's going to be a major issue. We just can't, I don't believe it can be no parking. I just don't think that. I think that's going to cause us more headaches than it's worth to have no parking there.
Can you do like a drop off only? Like no parking, but you can utilize it to stop and drop?
Stop and drop, that's a possibility. Like, for instance, even just like today, a parent came to meet with me. That what do I do with that? That's the situation I'm trying to avoid, is to have no parking there would be.
Yeah, no parking is going to be a problem.
Yeah. That's what we were looking at, trying to avoid. But I'm up for anything, whatever anybody suggests, as long as we can limit it somehow.
Just looking at the curve and everything, I would even propose maybe just parking on one side of the street. That's what
Yeah.
make the east side and the south side of Walnut Street no parking.
That would work too.
And make the west and the north side.
Limited.
Do you want to do that just with hours though, and because of like?
Well, during
I mean,
events,
during-
it's dangerous in that curve.
Well,
The
I know
problem
even
is-
during
It's
events.
really
that's-
bad.
yeah.
It's
You're
really
talking about,
bad,
yeah.
but I don't know how you can avoid. We just don't have enough parking
Yeah.
for events. That's the issue. And if we did it after school, if we did it on a Friday night or Saturday night, I don't know where everybody would park anyway. So I'm up for anything, as long as we can get it controlled. Whatever anybody suggests is fine, as long as we have something in place. And then we also need a provision in there for emergency vehicles that they can park. Because our SROs park out front, and that's a huge proponent for us. We want their vehicles parked out front, so.
Well, if the board is an approval, we will iron it out and have some type of an amendment prepared for the next council meeting.
I don't think we need any more than consensus on that, do we?
I don't think so.
I think that's fine. I don't think you'll have any significant
No, I don't
questioning
think,
by the council.
everybody
on that.
I
Any of the
discussed it
council
with
will be on board with what makes sense for the school.
on the school side, we've done the due diligence and everybody's for it, so whatever you guys want to do.
Well, you know, like I say, there's not enough parking available. You don't have available space to add parking without being
Right.
tremendously far away.
Right.
The only place you can go is to the south or behind, and it's just not. It's starting to make people walk a long distance. So. Okay. Amy, do you have anything? Is that all you had, Steve?
The other thing I think's on the
Yeah.
agenda.
I really don't
Okay.
right now.
All right, no old business, new business, and we'll get right to that employee update.
So, Fernando has been, he's working right now, I've seen him a couple times in the window, but he's been working in a part-time capacity. The goal was to get him to December so that he could graduate with a diploma. He's at that point, he's done a great job for us. We are looking at some probable retirements for 2026. I would propose, and he has requested, to be able to keep his job. He likes it. He's 18. I think we can start training him with, you know, some of the other tools and resources that we use. He's been dependable, never late, never misses. He's a good employee, so I would like to look at hiring him full-time so we can get some youth and some energy back in our workforce a little bit. If not, we do have an avenue that we could move with him on the high side as well, because there's still an opening over there as well. So, and I've talked to him about both. So I just know that Kerry has made mention on more than one occasion that he's probably going to be retiring sometime this spring. So.
So we don't have a specific opening right now, do we? As of right now?
Not technically.
Yeah. And I don't know, as far as the budget side of it and everything, I don't know where we go, but I know we've been working part-time, certainly.
Have you had a
Period.
chance to talk to Brad about this, or?
Just briefly, yeah, and he was in favor if we had room. So, and again, I know we don't have room, so I can look at that. We're getting ready to try to hire somebody again on the high side as well, so we could look at him over there, and I've already talked to him about that, and he's not opposed to that either. So there again, there's a benefit compared to the wages. Everybody's paid the same, which doesn't matter which side of the state line you're on. So it's 6 of one, half a dozen the other. I just wanted to present it to the board before we moved any farther. And then the next component to that is, with Carrie really looking at retiring, we're going to run into some issues with the cemetery. And I'm not so worried about the work getting done in the park, because I know Jim can manage that, but he too is out at that retirement age. Bob's at that retirement age. They all could go.
Yeah.
And we can't make any mistakes with the cemetery.
Cemetery.
So that's got to be a commitment for somebody.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we want to look at trying to find somebody part-time. I don't know if we want to look at kind of reassigning that. You know, that's a big conversation.
Yeah.
And it's not modernized, so it's got to be somebody with the patience to go through plat records and books and all those things. We started to digitize it,
Mhm.
not there yet.
Yeah.
So those are two things that we're dealing with.
Okay.
When's Hunter wanting to come on? We got him in the queue too.
Yeah, he's probably a year away
Oh.
until he's 18 because he's only 17 now.
Bob's saying 5 more years, but, just never
Yeah, that's the, one may or may not have a choice about that at some point in time, as we know with health events and so forth that can happen. And then that's everybody.
know. Yeah, could be me.
But, yeah. Okay, well, like I say, that's, I don't have a problem with going that direction other than just knowing where we're at, how that fits in
Yeah.
to your side of the whole thing in terms
And
of
we
budget.
don't need an answer today.
Oh, yeah.
He's in his position part-time
Yeah.
through the end of December, so,
Yeah,
but I don't really want him to
yeah, we don't
leave
want
and then
yeah.
lose him
You don't
because
have-
we have invested in him. He is a good employee.
Yeah,
You know, he does like his job. He's on time every day, and that's a rare thing for young people.
yeah, absolutely.
I do have a question on, when you were talking about carrying the cemetery, because I know in our office, we're trying to get procedure manuals. None of us know when it's gonna be our time, so, so I'm guessing there probably really isn't a procedure manual out there.
You know, Carrie learned on the fly when Dennis left, and
So I'd say whoever we bring in, that need to be part of it. They need to start writing step by step to have.
now
Some-
Carrie may have done that. He may have improved upon what he inherited, but I don't know that for sure.
Yeah, they have to have that conversation one-to-one with him and see where,
You know,
Yeah.
and
See where we're
ideally,
at.
what would be perfect is to hire somebody with technology in their background, somebody ready to digitize the entire cemetery, make digital maps, turn it into an app, be able to locate plots and everything else with the GIS instead of a roller wheel and trying to measure it out.
yeah.
And we started on that process, but that individual left, so.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't want you to be surprised in April when we don't have you back
Right.
to do that.
You don't want another job.
I take everyone's crap already.
I know. That's why I'm picking at you. But yeah. Okay, yeah, because that's one that's tough to fill. It's not a real easy way to prepare for it,
Yeah, replacing the work you done at the park, I think we can overcome that.
but yeah,
The cemetery, that's a
Cemetery's
different
a challenge.
conversation.
cemetery's a big challenge.
I've been there when, working at the funeral home where you go to bury somebody and there's somebody there.
Yeah.
Not
Like
a
I said,
good
you've been on
scenario.
that side of that,
Not a good scenario.
yeah. Yeah, that tends to get people a little upset. Okay. Okay. Okay, I guess we got anything else to cover? And so, visitors wishing to address the board. If this young lady wanted to address us here.
Are you comfortable speaking?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm here because I acquired a property and it needs some repairs, or I wanted to get a permit to repair it so I could live in it.
What is the address?
323 Spur, Columbia.
Is
Yeah.
that on the list?
Yes.
It's on the condemnation list.
And
I know Kyle met with her Thursday or Friday last week. We can work with her, absolutely, get her in the right direction for area planning and permitting.
Okay.
But technically what we've done, we've got to allow that through the Board of Works in an official capacity.
Yeah.
We can tell her she's okay to continue working on the property, but to continue working with Kyle.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll, don't leave after the meeting and we'll
Okay.
get you set up, okay?
Okay. All right. Anyone else wishing to speak? Okay. All right. Nothing else. Next Board of Works meeting, Monday, December 8th at 1:45 p.m. Next council meeting, December 8th, after this evening, at 6 p.m. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
Are you free?